live ever on a recording on this channel. 300 were on wait, and 30 joining us on Instagram simulcast tonight. Thank you for joining me for a special live broadcast direct from Los Angeles shortly after 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast with your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package. I really appreciate you for tuning in, whether you're domestic or international viewers around the world. So thank you for joining me on a big night. This is the second stimulus check update that gives you the details about state stimulus checks, and rent stimulus, food stimulus, and utility stimulus, and also holiday gifts. So thank you for joining. We are again simulcast both here and also in the IG room. There you go. So, who is in the room? Bali, tuning in from Bali. Who was that? Wait, let me go back up. We got someone from Bali to start the night. Scott Foster. Hello, tuning in again from Bali, Scott Foster. Anyone else international before I do my local shout outs? I don't want to miss anyone from around the world. Panama. There we go. J5 from Panama. Did you switch countries? Because I thought you were in a different country the other day, Jay. Jay is tuning in from Panama, Siberia. Wait, who was in Siberia? That was Abroganaka. Wow. But that sounds like a different username because there was another person from Siberia every night. Really exciting. How about an IG? Jason, tuning in from España. ¿Dónde está en España? ¿Qué ciudad en España, Jay? Um, wow, this is exciting. So we have Panama and we have Siberia and we have Spain so far. There's Jacksonville. There's Colorado. Hello, LA. We got Iowa in the room. Miami Beach. Oh, beautiful. Eastern PA. Detroit. Detroit is tuning in. New Jersey is in the house. There we go. Anderson, Alaska. New York City, Oklahoma, Alabama, Memphis. Los Angeles is in the IG room. Memphis. Sir Lloyd's home. New Jersey. Missouri, Mississippi, Washington, Wenatchee, and then we got North Carolina, West Side, Arkansas, and IG, Indiana, Elisa from Indiana, William from Ohio, Sydney from Georgia, PA. Who needs stimulus when you have that eye contact? I appreciate that. Uh, Virginia, your eyes are glowing. They are they. Someone just said my eyes look really good. Um, I don't know why they look really good. On Morning to LA, my right eye was a little bit red, so someone thought I was crying. I was not crying, but my right eye was red on Morning to LA today. So, but someone says my eyes are shining, so that's a good one. Um, there we go. I love your smile. I appreciate that. And then we got Maine in the room. 50 states, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Shillington, PA tonight, Iowa. Some say we're not getting stimulus. Some say tomato. I say tomato. You're losing weight. That I really love you for that. Not yet. Sparkling. I'm sparkling. Yeah, I sprayed some water on my face before I came on set, so that might be the trick. That might be the trick. Spray some water on your face before you go on set, then it makes everything shine. That might be the new production trick of the night that I'm revealing. You rock. I appreciate that. Where else is everyone from? North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan. How am I feeling? Not good, but getting through it. I'm always good when I'm on camera. As soon as I go off camera, I feel like junk. Detroit, tune in, New Hampshire, Philadelphia, PA, Minnesota, New Jersey, Griffin, Indiana, Texas. I miss this city. Thank you, Tina. I really appreciate it. Minnesota. Oh, thank you, Marsha. I appreciate it. Are you sick? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not feeling good on the left side. It just sort of comes and goes. Sometimes excruciating pain. So not quite sure. OKCA, Lakewood, California. Oh, you're local. My favorite tuber. Well, I appreciate that, Amanda. Hannibal, Missouri. There you go. Long Island. You're looking very Christmas tree-ish. I appreciate it. That's the green of the. I had the shirt on reverse before it came on, so I'm like, why does the shirt look wrong? It's on backwards. It's like, oh my goodness. Griffin, Indiana. Two bills to be vetoed. Kazoo in the house. What is your T-shirt? It's the Gap. It was actually a joke a few weeks ago because they were talking about the Gap to extend the CR, and I was like, okay, well, I like Gap shirts. I did not realize I was wearing the Gap shirt, so I need to remember not to wear the shirt on Friday because we don't want another extension. But it's a Gap shirt because Gap is another word for extension of the CR. Our hero, I appreciate that. B386 in the room. Pico Rivera. Oh, wow. You got great food in Pico Rivera. Manchester. Glazy eyes tonight. Yeah, it's Rhode Island, Mississippi. I voted for President Elliott. Well, you better vote. Are your ears still hurting? No, and now it's worse. Now it's the whole side of the face is hurting. So it's getting from bad to worse. It just goes and comes. I don't know why. Venezuela, Sonic from Venezuela. This Venezuela. Wow. So we got Venezuela, we got Panama, and we got España. I didn't ask the person from the room for España. ¿Qué ciudad de España? I don't know what city the person in IG was from in Spain. Um, roll another there we go. Miss Ashley. Oh, I love the trees. Is there stimulus in Mahoney City? I don't even know where. Oh, that's Pennsylvania. I don't know about this city in Vincent. Maybe you should get your eyes cleaned. My eyes cleaned? I don't know how to do that. Um, so there you go. Calexico, California, Kentucky as well. Is PA still pending? Um, when I see the PA, I never know what that person means when they say PA. You mean PUA? PUA is still pending. You'd likely get the PUA and UI extended under the continuing resolution because everyone wants that the PUA and UI to get extended. So that is likely to happen. PA for Pennsylvania. Is the PA getting extended? Pennsylvania getting extended? I don't know. PA for Pennsylvania. I don't I don't know what they do in Pennsylvania. It's important to understand when I go through the state stimulus check list, some of these may change by the minute. And I saw someone writing something whatever. And I looked it up, and one of the states on the list apparently went to a vote tonight or this afternoon, and they removed one of the checks on the list. So things change by the minute. They literally were voting on it in the state legislators. Now, to think that I'm recording a video in LA about a state legislature in another state, I mean that's super, super, super niche. So you ultimately have to give some slack when something may twist or turn by the minute, and that was an example. So I'm going to double check that before, but that is what I had seen based upon someone's comment, and that's how things sort of happen. Missouri's doing zip, zip fly. They're doing the zip, through the sky. What are they doing with the zip? So there you go. Did you get my message on IG? I did not. Social Security, $1,200 as well. Yeah, so the fact that you're on SSI or SSDI, Jacksonville, what am I missing? $1,000 stimulus check is what you're missing, Jacksonville. That is among the counties that are doing stimulus. Philippines, tuning in from the Philippines. I appreciate that. So let's go over states and cities and counties and let's do some details and then we'll backtrack um, into your local questions. So Maine, $600. These are stimulus checks coming from states. Maine, 600. Colorado, 375. New Mexico, 1,200. Oregon, 500. North Carolina, 335. Houston, 1,200. Austin, 2,000. Jacksonville. Now let's turn to some counties. Jacksonville, 1,000. Orange, 1,200. Nome, Alaska, as well. Pending are Escambia, Florida, Fort Worth, Texas, Gadsden County, Florida. Duval already paid out in April. Also pending are Pennsylvania. Also pending possibly are New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, Virginia, and Delaware. Then let me go to your rent stimulus. So these are automatic. Those are just state stimulus. Let's go to your rent stimulus. Rent stimulus that you have to apply for from your government are City of Nashville, City of Atlanta, City of Harrisburg, County of San Diego, and then we have other counties like DeKalb and Gwyneth. Then let's go through the nonprofits. These are nonprofits that have paid rent for viewers. Again, these you have to apply for rent stimulus, and these are all incredible, great news. I'll get to each of you in a second and see if any of you have gotten something new. So viewers have gotten rent in Mississippi at Mercy House, Home Saver, and Salvation Army. Again, that's Mercy House, Home Saver, Salvation Army. They've also gotten paid rent at MSHDA in Mississippi, eviction diversion. In Crossroads, they gotten paid rent from Rhode Island. In Rhode Island, they gotten paid from Crossroads and also from the State Housing Authority. In Indiana, they gotten paid from IndianaHousingNow.org and also 211. Las Vegas from Clark County Services. In Kentucky, they got utilities paid by Community Action. Pennsylvania got paid by United Way. One Shot in New York. Michigan Salvation Army. Arizona New Leaf. And El Paso Project Bravo. They had success with 211 in Delaware and Texas. They got heating oil from HEAP. They got paid rent in Nebraska from United Way, also Georgia for United Way, for mortgages from 877 Get Hope. Then let's get some more in here. They got paid in Texas by St. Mary Magdalene, by Community Ministries in Kentucky, Kentucky for Community Ministries for rent, New Jersey for United Way, Community Action for rent in Ohio, Interfaith Social Services in Massachusetts, TCDC in Phoenix, and New Jersey. A lot of people got rent as well. So there we go. Oh, Dallas. So someone in IG asked Dallas. Yeah, someone got something in Dallas. No Reggie Wayne. no, no Reggie Wayne. They got paid in Dallas. Let me give you Dallas. cityofdallas.com and 214-670-info. They got paid rent in Dallas. This is what one viewer actually wrote. I have their actual comment here. They're giving out rent and utilities. I got approved last month for rent assistance. Caseworker told me they're still taking new people. Just was giving you that information on the community page. Thank you so much. So that was about, I think it was about 5 days ago. So that's for Dallas. RC Flair. I don't know what RIC is. Anything for Arkansas? Arkansas. I didn't mention Arkansas on that list. How do you get for stimulus for Jacksonville? You just have to qualify for it. The stimulus checks are all auto, so you don't have to do anything. Delaware. Ooh, someone just said something for Delaware. Because my eyes were down because I was reading Delaware rent up to $10,000 statewide. Wow. So Delaware rent up to 10,000. Hello, Edith from Cartagena. Um, Someone else said something. 211 in Alabama for food. I know that people got rent for Alabama. 211 for Alabama for rent. Let me write that down. 211 for Alabama for food and rent. But I know that viewers have gotten massive rent in Alabama for the State Housing Authority. SOS Services. I don't know what that is. That's a new one. Um, Utah. Haven't anything unique about Utah yet. Um, do you know if the North Carolina gave stimulus checks of 335 for everyone? I don't know. A lot of these all have restrictions. A lot of these have restrictions. Maybe it's people who are on unemployment benefits before, maybe people who are $44,000 or less. Everything is just unique. It's very different. Ultimately, I'm giving you the information to sort of find to get you in line to grab it and find it. Um, the other thing I want to tell you is that for the states that I did not mention in that list, you want to look at community action. These are nationals that are paying rent at different locations. Community action, Salvation Army, United Way, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul. There you go. Pennsylvania stimulus won't be voted on until January. Okay, so Pennsylvania stimulus is being, the vote on that's pending. Thank you for that information. Um, Orange County portal is open again. Okay, so someone's saying something about Eric, a longtime viewer. Eric is giving the information about Orlando. I thought I said Orange. So here's Orlando. Orlando portal is going to open again on December 17th at 8 a.m. and it'll probably be done in about an hour. 10,000 applications. They're going to give $1,000 grants. So there you go. Um, Let me add that to the list. Orlando. Oh, where's that list? Orlando, $1,000 grants on December 17th. So Orlando, $1,000 stimulus checks on December 17th. Um, Delaware, up to $10,000 for rent. Did I tell you? Did I repeat what that person said? I have so many notes now. Uh, Delaware. No, I did not write that down. Delaware, up to $10,000 for rent in Delaware. Incredible. Any update on the Pennsylvania stimulus? Someone just said the Pennsylvania is delayed to January, the vote. I don't know if that's true. Uh, Let me move the IG room. Oh, it's Orange County actually. Oh, wait, is it Orange County or Orlando? Um, oh, okay. No, what I just said about Orlando, that's actually Orange County. So it's another Orange. I've been doing this Orange County $1,000 stimulus for a while. So there's apparently another Orange County. I reported the 1,200. I guess it's now 1,000. I don't know. They keep on rolling one out every day for an Orange in Orange. This is incredible. What happened to New Jersey stimulus checks? The so if you don't hear your so let's recap. There's state stimulus checks, then there's state rent stimulus, then there's state utility stimulus and state food stimulus. What's important to understand is that when we talk about state stimulus checks, you don't have to do anything. It's just automatic if you qualify. Then when we talk about state rent stimulus, you have to apply, and state utility stimulus, you have to apply. But what I always tell viewers is that the get your story straight. Florida is not helping. You're absolutely wrong, Kenny Brown. Oh, absolutely wrong. Story has been straight. Broward County, Miami-Dade, Orange, all these Palm have paid viewers this channel for a lot of money in rent stimulus across all these counties. South Florida has absolutely been wonderful for rent, and they've kept them open for a very long time for rent, which is absolutely wonderful. Some states have not been good on the rent, but that's not Florida. South Florida has done really quite well, whether it's Broward or Miami-Dade or Orange or Palm as well. So very exciting news for there as well. What about Kansas? Kansas. I don't have anything specific for Kansas on the list. Anyone that's had successes, share that information on the screen now so I can sort of send it back to other people. California, Sonoma County. So definitely utilities. I don't know about rent. Indiana, yeah, Indiana 211 now. I said Indiana housing now.org and Indiana 211. Tennessee, Nashville has a rent stimulus. Um, the IG room just sort of, oh, there we go. What about Claflin County in Georgia? I don't know every county in Georgia, but you have several. It was like 3 or 4 counties in Georgia that were doing it all at the same time. And if your county is relatively the size of the other ones, I would assume you're doing it as well. Um, Minnesota is a very confusing one because I've been reporting it's 500, but then I just read the news article. They put it for a vote today. They may have taken the 500 out, so I have to read the news article again. They did pass a stimulus package, but it may not have the 500 in there, but has something else out of it. Very confusing. So there you go. Chicago, South Carolina. Um, in the major cities, you may have to default Massachusetts, of course. Missouri utilities everywhere except St. Louis, where you can get rent as well. What you need to understand is in the major cities, you may have to default to these nationals that are doing incredible help across the board, like St. Vincent de Paul, Catholic Charities, Community Action, similar things like that. Anything Kansas City, Mo. I was told there's nothing for rent in Mo with the exception of St. Louis, but that utilities are available everywhere. Um, Kern County rent. So someone just said Kern County rent housing authorities, Catholic charities, also prescriptions and car repairs. I love that. So Cindy just volunteered the information of Kern County Catholic Charities was helping for rent. So that's really promising because someone just asked about Sonoma County, and here she's like Kern County. Um, Look to Catholic Charities, and I know just someone just posted Modesto County. A lot of people from California tuned in tonight. So that's really promising the Catholic charities in different counties across California. Community Action for Washington State, Dreamweaver just volunteered that information as well. Georgia, Gwyneth DeKalb, if I'm pronouncing it right, Atlanta. Tennessee, you got Nashville. Texas, you got Houston getting a stimulus check. Um, oh, now it's zooming the room. What's going on with Georgia? Atlanta, stimulus for Atlanta, and DeKalb and Gwyneth. West Virginia. Oh, Viewer got a massive amount of rent for West Virginia. I think it was 15 or 20. Hey, Freddie. Freddie from the Philippines. Philippines Freddie is in the house. Philippine Freddie's in the house. Who else is international? I may have missed you already. We got Panama. We got Spania. I don't know what happened with the viewer of Spania. We have for the viewer in IG from Spania. We have Panama and we have Ida from Colombia tuning in, and we have Siberia as well. Indianapolis in IA. Indianapolis. I think I said something about Indianapolis. Oh, I did not. I don't know anything specific about Indianapolis yet, but you certainly want to use the big ones. Hello from Atlanta. So there's Elizabeth in the room for Atlanta. They got the rent stimulus going on there. Washington D.C. I haven't heard anything about what Washington D.C. I presume they would. Donna from Kansas, Mo. I got a benefit letter. Someone got a benefit letter for 2021. We just got a raise at 1.3, no $200 a month. Yeah, because it hasn't become a law yet. Everyone has gotten that letter. I heard that letter came out. That letter came out 3 months ago, Carol, and that was what triggered the call for more benefits. That 1.3 is a joke. I even did a video about the 1.3. I forgot about it. Oh, thank you for the super chat. That 1.3% increase for benefits is just a joke. It's the lowest increase ever in history. Now there have been times where there was no increase, but it's horrible. 1.3, and that's why Pete DeFazio, the House representative, I think from Oregon or Washington, he said it's absolutely disgraceful in the pandemic they're raising people's unemployment. Excuse me, raising people's Social Security by 1.3. Just awful. Thank you, Don. So that's why they want to raise it higher. LA, your friend, the stimulus chef is in the room. Stimulus chef is in the room. Chef Roberto is here. Thank you for joining us, Chef Roberto. Louisiana State Housing Authority, and also Community Action. Maryland, you're supposed to get a stimulus package in Maryland, but Thailand, Chris from Thailand, hello from Thailand, really encouraging. There we go. Uh, what's going on with Bernie? I detailed Bernie in evening's check. If you missed evening's check, I'll drop in the pin comment or it's right on the video right before this. I forgot to pin anything to this video. So I'll cover Bernie in the video about this. Um, my PUC ran out. I applied for EB and got 20 weeks. Oh, there you go. Um, Rich from PA. There you go. Let's see, I missed a comment here. Ooh, my extending UI to pair. Oh, just wow. The comments are moving really fast. You should be anytime now, Kimberly. I don't know what that was about. We are the stimulus in Texas. Yeah, so you're getting $2,000 in Austin. You're getting 1,200 in Houston, and then Catholic Charities is paying rent across different parts of Dallas, Texas a lot. Did San Diego get a check? San Diego got rent stimulus. Rent stimulus. Ohio, yeah, Ohio got rent stimulus as well, um, and got it from and got it actually. I think your Ohio stimulus came from. Here we go. Community Action. Community Action's doing the Ohio stimulus. So there you go. Is there any state stimulus for South Dakota? No, North Dakota's 335. What about Kentucky? No state stimulus, but Kentucky's utilities being paid by Community Action, and then some people got Kentucky rent paid by Community Ministries. What about Missouri? Utilities and St. Louis rent. Michigan, yes. I covered Michigan. So if you're just joining the chat because there's more people in the room, let me recap. Do you know what states will? Do you know what the state stimulus will be in Massachusetts? So let me go over the state stimulus because I hear some people asking questions in a certain direction. So I want to answer them because that was a really good question. Um, what I want you to always understand is there are different possible numbers at play. There's let me ask it this way. Would you like 350 as a stimulus check, or would you like 15,000? Drop in the comments below. 350 or 15,000? 350 or 15,000? Which one would you like as a stimulus? There's no catch to either of them. 15,000 says Miss Ashley. Anything says one person. I appreciate that. 15,000, 15,000, 15,000, 1,500. So there you go. What I want you to understand is that the rent stimulus is the one that's thousands and thousands of dollars sometimes. It's sometimes $15,000, the rent stimulus. I've had a lot of viewers get 10, 15, 13, 14, $12,000 in rent stimulus. And this rent stimulus is a lot of money. I've had viewers get rent paid where their monthly rent is $825 or $890 a month. I've gotten rent for viewers pay. I got viewers got rent paid for 6 months, for 12 months, enormous periods of time. And ultimately, I always hear someone say, "So when's that state stimulus check going out?" I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you, but." But don't get excited about $350 for a state stimulus check when you could be getting $15,000. Now, what I want you to understand is that you should absolutely try to get everything that you can get. Just don't try for one thing. And so, when I'm talking about North Carolina 335, okay, great. You can get a state stimulus check for North Carolina 335. But you can also try to get rent stimulus also that's 5, 10, 15, $20,000. Well, not 20, 5, 10, $15,000. So I want you to try to get that as well. And then I want you to try to get utilities as well. Slow down the chat. I know it's zooming up. It's 1,300 people now. So there you go. I can't find any rent stimulus in Massachusetts. Yet that was what happened with Tyrone. And I use his example all the time. Massachusetts, Tyrone got $14,000, and I said, just keep on looking, Tyrone. It was a few days in which viewers said, there's nothing in Massachusetts, can't find it, and I just said, keep on looking. Um, California, for example, there's generally no rent in California. So Sev G is asking California. There's generally no rent in California, with the exception of San Diego County, but there is utilities. But one viewer understood what I said, keep on looking, and he found it in San Bernardino County, because he's in San Bernardino, in the San Bernardino Housing Authority. I'm like, I never heard of a San Bernardino Housing Authority, but he found it and got it. So what I want you to understand is that the rent is out there. It's just sometimes in strange locations. And of course, there's organizations like Community Action, all these wonderful things, they're paying rent as well. Um, Anything about Lake County in Florida? I don't know anything about Lake County, Florida. EIDL grants, that would be in January of Joe because it's just EIDL loans at the moment. Las Vegas, Clark County. Mortgage assistance, yeah, I have that as well. That's 877 Get Hope. 877 Get Hope. It's part of community, it's part of the United Way. Um, is there a specific site to go in North Carolina? I don't know. That was regarding the stimulus check. I don't know. You want to look up these by looking for the news articles. What about mortgage assistance? Just the one I talked about. Anyone know what happened to Norma? Um, but I don't know what happened to Norma. Um, Wisconsin. We should start a Zoom chat so we can all see each other. There's 1,300 people in the room, so the screens would be really small. They would be very, very, very small. Bernie just tweeted, no one goes home for Xmas still stimulus. Yeah, I mean that's what Bernie said earlier, and earlier today he said, "You're not going home until we get this done. Congress is not going home until we get this done. That's what American people want." Amen. I mean, it's just uh, they always have an excuse to leave town. Oh my goodness. Anything in Alabama? Yeah, State Housing Authority. Tell us about New York. New York, one shot for rent. No stimulus in the current bill. Untrue. So there is no bill in the Senate, and uh, and who cares what the problem creators do? It's ultimately what the Senate does, and you don't have to have it in their bill. There's a standalone bill. I mean, I've already explained it, so I don't need to rehash why no one cares what the problem creators do. Anything in Oklahoma? Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Sounds like the song. Oklahoma. I don't have that on my list. I would certainly look to Catholic Charities and St. Vincent de Paul. Tell us about New York. One shot in New York. There was supposed to be a statewide rent stimulus for New York. Michigan. Yeah, I covered Michigan. Salvation Army paying rent. Philadelphia. A viewer got rent in Philadelphia. Wisconsin has 1.1. Utah, Florida. I don't know anything about Utah. Uh, Philadelphia. Philadelphia viewers have got rent. Is Rhode Island still pending? Rhode Island for stimulus check is pending, but Rhode Island is paying rent stimulus. So viewers have gotten rent stimulus in Rhode Island from the Rhode Island Housing Authority and from Crossroads. So they've gotten rent stimulus paid. New Jersey. New Jersey is pending for a stimulus check, but New Jersey rent stimulus has been paid as well. What are the qualifications for rent stimulus for United Way? It just all really depends. Don't take yourself out of the equation. Just go consider it. Georgia, yeah, I just detailed a lot for Georgia on this channel. Um, California, Las Vegas. So now that we're at the 33-minute mark, let me give a recap because I appreciate you all staying with me. Let me go give you a recap of everything so you don't have to actually replay the whole video. So I appreciate you for staying to the end. I will recap Michigan, I'll recap all those states. So here we go. First, state stimulus checks. These are stimulus checks from states. Maine at $600, Colorado 375, New Mexico 1,200, Oregon 500, North Carolina 335, Houston 1,200. Then we have counties or cities. Oh well, Houston's among them 1,200. Austin 2,000. Orange, Florida 1,000, but they also had a 1,200. Jacksonville 1,000. Then Nome, Alaska as well. Coming up is Escambia County, Fort Worth, Texas, and Gadsden County. But pending is possibly is New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, North Carolina, New Jersey, Virginia, and Delaware. Then we turn to Rent stimulus, that is rent paid by your state or city or county. Those are uh, Harrisburg, PA, San Diego County, um, Atlanta, counties of Georgia like Gwinnett and DeKalb. Then we have the nonprofits paying for rent. Mississippi Mercy House, Home Saver Salvation Army, MSHDA Eviction Diversion. That's Mercy House, Home Saver Salvation Army. Rhode Island, we have Crossroads. Rhode Island, we also have State Housing Authority. Indiana, we have indianahousingnow.org. Also 211. Las Vegas, you have Clark County Services. Kentucky, you have Community Action for Utilities. Pennsylvania, you have United Way. New York, you have One Shot. Michigan, Salvation Army. Arizona, New Leaf for Rent and Utilities. Mortgage Assistance, 877 Get Hope. Nebraska, United Way. Georgia, United Way. HEAP for Utilities. Dallas, Texas, the city of Dallas.com is doing rent. Then we have in Texas, St. Mary Magdalene. In Kentucky, rent being paid by Common Community Ministries. New Jersey, United Way paying rent. Community Action paying rent in Ohio. Massachusetts, Interfaith Social Services. Phoenix, TCDC. Alabama, we learned tonight, 211. And Delaware, we learned the state, 10,000 up to $10,000 for rent. Um, oh, the color looks good. I appreciate that. So really, great news. And then if you don't hear anything, consider the following organizations nationally: Community Action, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army. And there you go. uh, West Virginia, yeah, some viewers got massive rent in West Virginia. Smash the like button. Yes, please subscribe. If you're watching this video, please subscribe. Also like the video. When you subscribe, also hit the alert button so you do not miss a new video when a video goes live or miss me when I go live. Thank you for tuning in tonight for tonight's evening's broadcast. Join me tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The double header of early mornings LA. That's 6 and then 6:30 on the East Coast. On the West Coast, it's 3 and 3:30. Thank you for joining me also in the Instagram room and for the 4 badges. Wow. Thank you for the 4 badges in the Instagram room from Rip Gag Riposag and Murdrunger 86 rate and star my star, and thank you for the super chat in the LA room as well. Don't miss evening's check. I'll drop in the pinned comment. And as always, stay informed, stay smiling, have a great evening. See you tomorrow morning, and watch evening's check as well. Have a great night.